Hello, and welcome to another Kaiju OC Profile. Today's monster is gonna be of a monster of Greek mythology. A monster that reigned supreme for over 300 years. A monster that was a descendant from Olympus. A dragon-like monster of great power. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Dragonoid. Yeah, we're good. Exil here with yet another Kaiju OC profile. Yes, indeed. And today we're gonna be taking a look at Pyrus-Leonidas' Dragonoid. This is someone that I've actually known for quite some time on DeviantArt, and this particular monster of his is actually one of my personal favorites. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna be biased towards it. I'm still gonna critique the design of the monster and just its overall, of its story and just everything about the character. So yeah, without further ado, guys, let's just get right into stats. The height of the monster is 405 feet, which is roughly around 125 meters, so around there. Length is 690 meters, weight 10,103 tons, wingspan 306 meters, and its abilities include Erisian breath, telepathy, and flight. So yeah, for what it is, for what the monster is, I'd say it's pretty decent. Erisian breath, telepathy, flight. Nothing too shabby, nothing too much out of the ordinary here. The wingspan itself is a pretty good measurement. Weight really good. Length very long, of course. A very long monster. And overall, the height is also pretty good. Overall, Dragonoid has very great stats for what it is. Alright, now we're gonna go to the bio, aka the backstory behind Dragonoid. Now, at this point, I just want to alliterate with you guys once again. All this is all from the words of the creator, and just yeah, if there's any words or misspelled meaning, or some words misspelled, or missing words, or anything like that, that's because the creator forgot to add that in. Anyway, during the Greek era, the Persian Empire managed to defeat Leonidas and his 300 Spartans. Eris witnessed the battle from his throne upon Mount Olympus and grew disgusted of the Persians' onslaught and summoned his power to create a beast so powerful it could destroy the entire army. Descending from Olympus, the first Greek kaiju landed before the Persians. To their shock, they could not believe what they are seeing. A dragon, the size of a titan. Dragonoid rose his head and roared in great fury, unleashing his fiery breath upon the Persian army and its king, Xerxes, to avenge the brave 300. Eris was pleased with his creation, but soon set his sights on his father, who was so blind and arrogant that he needed to be removed from the throne of Olympus. He wanted the Dragonoid to destroy his father, but what he didn't anticipate was that his creation would have a will of its own. The Dragonoid turned on Eris and flew away from Olympus, to only be a force for good. This did not please the war god, not even a little. He would make the Dragonoid pay for denying him. This is actually something interesting. I actually genuinely found this to be a pretty interesting story. Like it links both Greek mythology, Greek history of the 300 Spartans, and just everything mixing with both Greek mythology of gods and titans, um, and mixed in with real life events. I'd say this is a pretty neat little a neat little concept here. It explains where the monster came from, what it was made for, how it came to be, and everything else in between. It really just establishes the lore and the world of Dragonoid. And just overall, A very interesting backstory. Alright, now we're gonna get into the design of the monster Dragonoid. Now, with some people out there, I mean, obviously, when it comes to monsters or dragons of some kind, or kaiju, they expect a strange beast, a monster of unknown origin, something that you can't compare it to an existing animal that exists today. Obviously, Dragonoid is, simple. It's simply just a simple dragon design with a little bit of things added into it. There isn't too much with the design personally. It's just your simple dragon monster with that kind of has a stance of a 1920s dinosaur. Another thing that's interesting about the design are the scars. Now, there's a scar right there on the eye, on its neck, and on its leg. Honestly, if it was gonna go more further to the design of the scars, it would be pretty cool to like have a scar on its chest. That would be a nice little touch right there. Another thing for the design too, I would say to change up a bit is the tail. The color palettes on the design is a really nice touch as well. It's not a bright red, but it's not a light red either. It's somewhere in the middle. There's also a grayish peach color for its chest leading up to its tail. The one thing I'd say to change up a bit is the wings of Dragonoid. Now, obviously, when it comes to dragon wings, they all have one thing in common. They all have light color palettes on the inside of the wings, while they have dark on the outside of the wings. And of course, visually looking at your recent drawing of your Dragonoid here, it would appear that they seem to have both sides of light color palettes for the wings. So I suggest that you change up a bit on the color of the wings, particularly from the back of the wings. Change that to a darker color. Other than that, color palettes, designs, pretty decent. Alright, so my final thoughts on Pyrus-Leonidas' Dragonoid. As a whole, Dragonoid is a pretty interesting monster for what it is. It's a pretty interesting dragon with a very interesting backstory. The only thing with it is that its design is a bit too simple. Your simple dragon-like design. Like I mentioned before, the backstory, the height, the stats of the monster, I did not see anything wrong with it. The only thing, like I mentioned already, is the design of the monster or the dragon. Add a bit more to the design to give it more flair, I guess, to give it more of a unique presence. Yeah, other than that, the design, okay. Backstory and stats, very well done. And another thing to mention as well is that you don't really get a lot of Greek mythology monsters, like something from Greek mythology or from Greek itself. You don't get a lot of those types of monsters nowadays. It's usually either from Japan or from Germany or other monsters like that. But this monster is a monster from the Greek era. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy this Kaiju OC profile. Like I said in the beginning, Dragonoid is one of my favorite OCs that I've encountered. And the guy, Pyrus-Leonidas, he's a very chill guy to communicate with. I've communicated with him a few times on DeviantArt, and he's got some really great work and has improved immensely over the years. And yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this Kaiju OC profile. Leave a comment down below of what you guys think of this monster or dragon. I always keep going back and forth, dragon or monster. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy this video once again. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. And sayonara.